Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Naya HAZORET in Ranked Standard. I already covered this card pretty recently, so I won't reread all the text, but it is a 5-mana 5/4 with Winota-esque text, although it is significantly worse than Winota for three reasons. Number one, when Winota came down, she herself did not have to attack. Every non-human creature you had on the battlefield that attacked would trigger it, which means if you went 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop Winota, all three of those things could trigger it. With HAZORET, it itself has to attack, and it does not have haste unless you have one or few cards in hand, which is actually somewhat hard to facilitate, which is part of the reason we have the Benalia in the deck, because this can discard cards at will to drop you to that critical one or fewer hand size. Number two, Winota got to trigger off of every single non-human creature attacking. In this case, this only triggers off of itself, so you don't get to dig as deep. Digging through 6 cards at a time actually isn't significant, and sometimes you just straight up whiff or don't get a mind-blowingly powerful card. Essentially, if you're only running 4 bangers on top, you can run more bangers, but then it makes the rest of your deck much more inconsistent, which I'm not a fan of. And then lastly, with Winota, it's absurd this card was printed. With Winota, those creatures came in tapped and attacking, and I think indestructible. Like, what? Why was that a card? I don't know, but Wizards definitely learned and didn't put all that text on here. This is the one I'm most sad about. I think if you could get Galta and Mavrin come in tapped and attacking, I'd be pretty down to play this, even if it didn't have the other text. But as it stands, you pick the card, and then essentially after combat, you get to cast the card for free. So not quite the same. It's never going to be as powerful as Winota, but still fun to play around with. So on top, we got some bangers here. Sarek and Goreclaw, Kogla and Yadaro, Atali, Primal Conqueror, and Galta and Mavrin. All very fun to pop onto the battlefield, and honestly are not mind-blowingly expensive. We got some 6-drops and some 7-drops, which, given the ramp we have in the deck, which I'll discuss shortly, actually can just be hard casted. Rest of the deck is split between Protection and Ramp. Skrelv protects, Hajar protects, Malira protects, Catilda ramps, Fable ramps, just because it's not a legend, but hey, we need some more ramp to hit things consistently. Quena ramps really well. Luca ramps, +2 mana to cast on creatures. And then one Halana and Elena here does not ramp or protect, but does grant haste. So if you go Halana and Elena on 4, and you can just hard cast HAZORET on 5, then you can immediately grant it haste regardless if you have that one or fewer cards in hand effect. That is the deck. If you enjoy my content and you watch this stuff daily, please drop a like, a comment, and subscribe. It all really helps out the channel. Yeah, enjoy the gameplay. I'm still getting used to this new intro. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the draw, but can scry off the Benalia. Man, is there anyone not playing Grixis today? Ooh, a basic mountain. Maybe they're not Grixis. That's pretty strange. Okay. Well, we'll attempt to play out the Benalia. They can pick off one, but not both these guys. I guess we hope it's Skrelv, so we can redeploy the next Skrelv. Voltage Surge U. I guess we could actually give Hexproof against black. I think that would work here. I guess if we're going to pick, we'll pick red. Okay. So they can't target it with the Harvester this turn, I believe is the case. There's always next turn, though. No attacks. Plaza of Heroes, eh? Well, we are getting close to our HAZORET turn. I think no attacks. I mean, they're just going to minus it on our turn anyway. I'd rather preserve some amount of life total. Okay, we cannot protect you, so you're dead. Smelter, alright. Goblin Artificer, it itself is not an artifact, though. I wouldn't mind a god joining this thing. Get some extra land out of our hand. Cool, so they do get in here. Does this thing die at the end of combat? No, they just have it. Alright. Well, let's Aganjo you. Try to keep our hand size low for the HAZORET turn. More land, okay. Deck knows what it wants. We'll get the fast land down. Could potentially Besiege you the 3-1 if we really want to. Ramp them? I don't know. I think we just eat it all. One or fewer cards in hand, though. I guess we need to do this turn. if we're gonna do it, do we give them the mana before their end step? Maybe? Or we eat the damage here? Maybe we eat the damage first. If we can have them not Shelly, that would be great. Alright, so eat the damage, sadly. They Fable now. That's actually a solid Bosiju target. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick off, I guess, the Fable here. And you ramp on their end step, so ideally they can't use the mana. They get their basic swamp. Alright, now we have only one card in hand, so we get to do the thing here. And let's pray we don't whiff. Okay, we've done the thing. Give me something good. Oh baby, let's go! Dinosaur Town. Alright. Whew, feeling good about that. Eat 5 Vigilance. Dinosaur Town online. Alright. We have Scroll to protect. We have assembled the team. Maybe we'll get some lifelinkers out of this. They've been in excess Fable. They scoop. If we Luke it in -4, that's pretty nasty too. Okay. There you go. See, it can come together sometimes. On the play, could go Gwenna right into HAZORET maybe. Kind of interesting. Alright, well, a lot of Gwen in the house. What do we actually need here? Human is fine in general, Elf is also fine. Let's start with Human. Might name something else later. This is an Elf Druid Scout. Okay, the Harvester. Can't pick off Gwenna yet. Well, here we come. See if we can turn for HAZORET. We'll not have haste because we have too many cards in hand. Maybe next turn we can attack. No blocks on our side. We got bigger plans. Alright, cut down. So we can try again. We can also Luca. Human is still fine here. Luca's not bad. It's a 2 open mana. And they just plus. Let's try that instead. This is worse against Voltage Surge. But most people run Cut Down instead anyway. So if we minus, we create a creature, they pick it off with Go for the Throat, they attack it down, that's not good. So here we just plus, get it to 4 loyalty. So it survives the Harvester attack, and then we try to have guaranteed mana for the HAZORET next turn. If we play Gwenna, again, it probably just dies to the 2 open mana, Go for the Throat. Okay, they attack you down to 1, but can they finish you off? No, but they leave open 4 mana. Alright, so that does not incentivize tapping out for the HAZORET here. Probably Gwenna instead, plus a Fable. Scroll's okay because it protects the HAZORET next turn. Okay, let's try like this. And I think we'll actually get Scroll down here. Try to get HAZORET to stick. Both these play around Make to Spear. Opponent suspiciously holding open 4 mana, including 1 blue. Cycle Takenuma. Not sure if that was their original plan. They do get back a Corpse Appraiser. But if they tap out for the Appraiser and they don't have more blue open, we'll try to resolve the HAZORET. I think we block here. We got the backup Gwenna anyway. And again, Luca's more likely to survive. They have the extra blue source. That's too bad. And blue is held open. So we need to top deck an untapped land to try to resolve HAZORET. We do it. Okay, we have plenty of mana this turn then. So I think we go for it here. Won't have haste, we can protect with Skrelv. So we'll plus here first. See if opponent lets us do the thing or not. There is stick here. They can always sack the Corpse Appraiser to make Spear. They don't do it though, alright. Sadly, we don't have haste because we have 2 cards in hand. So all we do is we end here and we hope it survives 2 turns. Looks like they'll use one removal spell this turn. We'll grant it hexproof, then they run back the next one next turn. So we're very sad, but there's nothing we can do. Paying 1 white is fine. Hexproof against black, and that means they have the next removal spell for their next turn, which is sad. We're just trying to do the fun things here. Odawara, it's actually just a bounce. That's less scary. They get to kill Luca, we can always redeploy it here. Again, they suspiciously hold open 2 mana. So you don't have to go for it here. Between Fable and Gwenna, resolving into Make Disappear. Fable's probably overall a little bit better. So let's do you first. There's Stick. And we attempt Gwenna now. See if they want to Make Disappear you. Let it resolve. We'll hold back Skrell to protect Gwenna if we can. Well, I mean, we're on the board here. It looks like we get to resolve HAZORET next turn. Certainly have plenty of mana to pay for Make Disappear. Corpse of Praise again. Cool. They get their value. Let's see if they attack. Looks like they don't. It's pretty interesting. I wonder if that means they want to try to double block HAZORET and they don't have an answer to it. I like that. More land. If we keep the land and play it, we do survive Make Disappear. Because then we have 9 mana, so we go 5 and we can pay for the copy. We're going to keep it. Decline. I refuse to lose to Make Disappear here. Let's make sure we do this correctly. We'll do red, I suppose. Seems fine. Untap the Gwenna. They think about the Make Disappear. They realize we can pay for it. Skrell isn't super helpful because the Bankbuster can always block no matter what. But we get in there with these guys. Don't think we need Gwenna anymore. It has done its job. And give me something good after all this effort, after playing around every single thing. Oh, we gotta get a jar. Honestly, Indestructible's not bad. I'll take it. Let's go. Oh, we don't get it till after combat anyway. Oh, it's so sad. We put in all this effort and we don't even get like a 6-drop. They're thinking here. I feel like this is just trade. They know our entire hand. Just double block. Lose 1 Corpse Praiser. Yeah, that's what I would do. Okay, so after all that effort, it amounted to nothing. That's very exciting. I thought we played pretty well around the things we had to play around, but sometimes it's not enough. Still, we got a squad here. We certainly can top deck some great things. Opponent is on the Bankbuster draw, though. Invoke Despair. Lose a creature. That's okay. Lose the enchantment as well. Guess we dropped a 2/2 in this case. Alright, certainly plenty of top decks that do decent here. That's not the one I was looking for, but Scrying isn't even awful. And we have no good attacks into the 4/4 blocker, sadly. And we can't make anything unblockable versus colorless. So we could sack the Hajar to make Gwenna a 4/5. That's kind of interesting. Okay, sure. Alright, let's do it. Get in there, Gwenna. I give him the oops. I've forgotten about your Bankbuster. You have bested me. Now they eat it. They don't fall for the oops. Fair enough. But hey, now we can scry our way out of land and into like some actually good cards, hopefully. Alright, and here. They take their draw. Why not keep drawing? Invoke Despair again, eh? Well, I really want to keep the Scry, and I like the Skrelv. Gwenna's okay. Maybe it's a Jar here. A Jar at least blocks Corpse Tracer this turn, which is kind of interesting. I think we'll keep the Gwenna, because honestly it could grow off a good top deck. It's a slightly bigger toughness for blocking next turn. Drop to 9 though. Opponent with 5 cards in hand, we have 0. We're living on that top deck prayer. It's a Fable, okay. Only 1 mana left open. Still got a great top deck chance here. Give me something good. HAZORET, any of our 6 or 7 mana cards. We got some good top decks. Let's go. Oh, it's not it. Okay, so we're on the Scry train. Do we just lose on the crackback? Almost, but we still have to do this. We don't need Skrelv anymore. I think we leave Gwenna back to block. Enlist. We're going to tap you. So we can leave back the 3/4 to block. Wow. Okay. Looks like we were not going to top deck anything good anytime soon. Put those on the bottom, please. They take their free block. That's okay. We're bending the land. We don't care about that anyway. Okay. Try again next turn. 2 to the bottom. Really doing our very best to stitch this together against Grixis. Aha! I knew they had Make Disappear the entire time. Finally, they bin it late in the game. Although, honestly, it might be pretty relevant against us now. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, maybe not. I mean, they could still nab any of our 6 or 7 mana cards if we top deck them here. Harvester. Okay, I think this is the last turn of the game. We've done everything we can to mount an offense and a defense here. But this is it. We got to top deck at this turn or lose. No. Yeah, we can't even attack because we lose. I think we lose here regardless. If we attack with the Benali, we have 2 blockers back. And then they get in for 7 plus the Trespasser damage. So that's just game. So we go no attacks here. Maybe we survive one more turn. But, you know. Not looking amazing. Been 2 lands. I wonder what even we would like at this point. How good is the dinosaur? Can we make 12 1/1 lifelinkers? Number of attacking creatures. We can make a lot of lifelinkers. So I think that's game. They power up the Bankbuster, attack, and they only have 3 blockers, so that should be game. Yeah, I mean, I think we did everything we could against a roughly superior deck. That feels unnecessary. We can't even block with that. Okay, to 7. Take 5. I guess we still live. Trespasser is the thing we most want to kill? I suppose so. Alright. Still have mana for Invoke Despair. Chandra, Domus in the head. I'm so over that game. I'm over it. On the draw, but this is otherwise pretty good. Like, looks like we'll get HAZORET down and it will stick. Mono black with an Ichor Drinker. Not really sure what to make of that. Skrelv on 1. We prefer to have you in the deck, but maybe we'll hard cast you with Gwen anyway. Okay, opponent on some next level stuff here. Some budget 2-color, 3-color stuff, not sure. We got nothing on 2 though, so we're just chilling. And no attacks, keep our hexproof guy around. They sack it, draw 2, okay. So be it. Comes back to incubate. Well, they're doing the things they want to be doing. Is it enough? Suspiciously hold open 2 mana. I mean, either way, it's fine. Whatever they want to do here. We'll try the Gwenna here. If it gets countered, then we'll do Fable next turn. It's okay. Okay, it resolves. We keep the hexproof around then. No attacks. The incubates make a 2/2 Phyrexian something. Phyrexian token artifact creature. Yeah, it looks decently cool. Invasion of Amonkhet. Each player mills 3 cards and each opponent discards a card. That actually helps us, and you draw a card. What do you think? One of the HAZORETs? We can almost hardcast this guy. If we're greedy, we bin the Fable. Yeah, let's bin the Fable. Let's go all in. Okay. Fast land, eh? I mean, looks like we'll play that this turn. Let's get the first HAZORET down. Untap this guy as a 3/4. We could hold it back to block. Do we care if this thing flips? Creature card in a graveyard. Actually, I don't want that to flip. I don't like that. I don't like them copying our HAZORET. They probably don't have legendary creatures. So that'll be annoying for us to deal with. I think we just chill here a beat. It's only 2/2. Let's whack him for 3. I think they think about block and sack, maybe? Not sure. But they don't do anything. We'll get our fast land out of the way. Continue to hold hexproof off the Skrelv. So they need double removal this turn to get through the HAZORET. That's weird. I don't know why they didn't block first. Unless they had something else they might do for 1 black that turn? No idea. Feels like they should have blocked, save the damage, and then sack the thing. It's not like we have trample on this guy. But we might untap with HAZORET, and regardless might just hardcast the Gulta. Alright, another one of these, sadly. I guess we bin the HAZORET here. And try to hardcast Gulta this turn. Oh no, okay. We'll bin the land, I guess. We can top deck the land still and cast this thing. Alright, so opponents just discard tribal. That's not really what you wanted to see, but that's okay. You've got Vigilance. Only if you have 1 or few cards in hand. Okay. Still, we don't care if they attack these guys down. So we get in with both. And we whiff. Okay. They take the chump block. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The whole whiffaroonie. Do we play out Gwen to have fewer cards in hand? No, we just chill here. Alright, well, we're just hanging out here against some funky discard deck. What does this do? You may sack a creature. Well, they don't have any creatures. Okay, seems unhelpful at the moment. Turn creature card, graveyard to hand. Target opponent may sack a non-land, non-token permanent. I think we have arrived in the jank section of this is actually helping us get our HAZORET Vigilance online. Cool. Let's see if we can top deck a land here. We do. We don't need it on anything in particular. So we'll put it on human here. Even though we could name Dino theoretically. Try to resolve this guy. Help up the Gwenna. And get in there with everyone. Let's see if we can not whiff this time. I could also make a giant. Let's check make a 5/5. Melira's pretty good. Even more insurance against removal effects. Okay. Yeah, I think we play you out. And if they even like sweep with -X, -X, I don't know. I don't think they can beat the 12/12. I don't think they can beat all this stuff. Decline, they draw a card. Matchmaker has had mercy on our soul. That's what that was. On the draw here, it's kind of okay. Gorgeous on maybe Dimir, maybe Grixis. Okay, we got the HAZORET. So if we curve out with land, we actually get to do the thing here. We're doing okay on land. Let's give him the Sacrificial Guardian to Benalia. Try to keep Melira around to protect our key pieces later. It's not make disappear. That's quite nice. I think we bin the Kogla if given the chance. A little slow by the opponent. Hit the Gwenna. That's not bad either. Okay. Attack here. I don't even see any sticks. They could have the counterspell this turn. Thing is, we don't need to Gwenna. I think Melira is more valuable to keep Halana and Elena alive, quite honestly. Yeah, I think I'd rather do it like this. See if they have the counterspell this turn. They do. It looks like they top decked it because they didn't do it on the Guardian. That's my guess at least. It's not the end of the world. We could still Halana and Elena next turn. Shelly. We're actually not in an awful position against that. We'll take the draw. And we hit the next land, so we can HAZORET. Great. Start here. Oh, I was like, why can we do this? Let's see. Artifact or enchantment. Yeah, let's up to 1, because you can do 0. It's interesting that it's highlighted. I was like, why is that? Okay. Counters go here. It's only a 4/4, so we can't actually do any damage this turn. Next turn, we can maybe get some action going. Impulse, that's interesting. Dig through 4, get a card. I hope it's not a counterspell. 2 mana there. All right. Okay. So don't get a hasty HAZORET. No attacks. Miglos. Land for turn. I think it's just the HAZORET here without haste. Can't enlist. So let's see if they find one more removal spell for HAZORET. Otherwise we get to attempt to do the thing. They read it. It is scary. That is also scary though. We don't know if they're running the Singularity deck. Ugh. So do we wait a turn? Draw 3, gain a bunch of life. So, if we wait 1 turn, they draw the Singularity so it's not on top. If they happen to have drawn it, but then we drop even lower in life total. But given how much they're thinking, maybe they don't have it. I think we might risk going for it here. Otherwise, I think we get too far behind. They don't attack, though. Fable, eh? We're so low on life total. I think we are going for it here, though. I think we're going to lose if we don't do something, and there's a decent chance they do not have it in hand. So here we come. Give him the treatment, see if we lose on the spot. We only get a Malira. They take the block. Okay, is it Singularity on top? Do you do the thing? What is it? It is Singularity. We lose. That's okay. To the face. We can try to keep this. We got some of the pieces. That's fun. You don't see that color combination every day. Scrawl of Legends. Golgari Jungle Hollow. Scrap Gorger. Well, don't got a whole lot going on here. Tap land. Shakedown Heavy, eh? Queno Ramson to no one currently. It's probably a Fable here. And then either eat 6 or keep this thing out of combat. Not sure which yet. That's not good. That is not good. That means we somehow need to resolve a giant Luca and pick this thing off. Otherwise, we're largely toast. I think we need to untap this guy. Yeah, I think we keep you out of combat. I think we have to pray to survive long enough. Well, definitely been some lands here. Fast land and pain land, I think. We have plenty of white in general. Not what I was hoping to see, I'll tell you that. Does Luca do anything? Not really. Just immediately dies for the most part. So it's just Gwenna then. Okay. End here. Take a lot of damage next turn. Cut down you. Honestly, I'm okay with that. We can give someone hexproof in response. Not that it super matters. Sure. Doesn't matter because they can do anything at instant speed anyway. So this is only if, you know, they decide not to do it now. They want to wait until after combat for some reason. But it resolves. We have hexproof at least. Another heavy. Just chonking down the damage here. So with both, I think we have to take this thing out of combat. Down to 11. That feels like not it. I think that's a scoop for me. Play out Luca, -4, 2 damage. Divided? No. Let's game. Man, this hand is almost playable. It's like kind of tempting to keep. I like Gwen a lot. It's just these are 7 drops instead of 6 drops, so we can't even turn 4, you know, possibly pop off. This is not even that good either, but we don't even have red for Fable on 3. Oh, we're gonna top deck it. We're gonna top deck it. Okay, we'll get there. Tap land. Haven't top decked it yet, but we do have another playable 3-drop. Then we just gotta hit a 4th land to hit Halana Elena, and a 5th land. We just have to hit everything we need all the time. No big deal. Easy mode. Try this out, see if they have cut down. If they do, goodbye. Are we Esper? 5 colors? Jank? What are we? Okay, we hit the next one of you. We can't play Fable, sadly. Is Skrill better? Adeline doesn't even do a whole lot immediately. Skrill might be better, actually. If we top deck the land, they can protect Halana and Elena. That's pretty decent. Okay, at least they slowed down a minute. Eat 3 to the face. What else you got? Do nothing. Suspiciously hold mana. We hit a tap land, sadly. We'll go for Adeline here, but at least we can Halana and Elena next turn. See if they make spear or something. We don't really know what they're doing. Cut down Skrill. Alright, too bad. That plan's gone. Adeline as a 1/4 does survive. They could have cut down... I guess they couldn't have, because it would have been a 2/4 if it had hit the battlefield. Okay. Sarah Paragon. That's a decent card. They get back a land for turn. It's a Gwenna. Doesn't even have haste. I think we're going for Halana and Elena this turn. Pump you up. Swing in for a solid chunk of damage here. And if we top deck the untapped land, we get to HAZORET and give it haste, which could be quite nice. Otherwise, opponent only down to 19. Where'd I get all that life from? Archangel kicked twice. Let's see if they... Alright, they go there. So that means we don't get the hasty HAZORET. We eat 6 in the air that we can't block. We hit the tap land. Then we take 1 million in the air and lose anyway. That doesn't feel that good. I don't think I like that. Let's try again. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, a subscribe. All that stuff really helps out the channel. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.